SERAP, other NGOs working to destabilize Nigeria. LAI MOHAMMED. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get more hot, juicy news updates from us. Please click on the notification bell. The minister said that the federal government was on receipt of reports that the NGO were on the payroll of foreign agents. Are they trying to say? What are they trying to tell us now? They're trying to tell us not to believe what the SERAP tells us. What exactly is the evidence of his claim? Let's find out more. The news in detail, please stay with us. The federal government says many non-governmental organizations operating in Nigeria are working against the country's interests. Minister of Information and Culture LAI MOHAMMED stated this on Saturday when he featured on Radio Link, a phone-in program of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. The minister said Nigeria should be circumspect about the activities of many NGOs, adding that the government was in receipt of reports that some of the NGOs were on the payroll of foreign agents, traducers with ulterior motive to destabilize Nigeria. The minister gave the example of a socio-economic rights and accountability project, SERAP, which sued the federal government when the activities of Twitter were suspended. There are many NGOs in Nigeria today that are not working for the interest of the people of a nation. Otherwise, why would SERAP, for instance, take the Nigerian government to court because it suspended the operation of Twitter, an entity that is a platform of choice for people working to destabilize the country? This Twitter is an entity that was not registered in Nigeria, did not employ any Nigerian directly, and not paying tax as part of a huge amount of money it is making in Nigeria. The same SERAP, when we later had an agreement with Twitter, wrote to my office to ask for the details of the agreement, and we obliged it, he said. The minister queried the intention of SERAP in filing the suit, if not for ulterior motives. We understand that in every case being filed by some of these NGOs, they receive some subventions from their donors and sponsors, and they should worry Nigerians. If you notice, one of the fastest growing businesses today is the NGO, and the country is full of all sorts of NGO which are being funded for ulterior motives, he stressed. The minister also gave the example of Borno, where Governor Babangida Zulum complained of proliferation of NGOs in the state. He said the governor observed that some of the NGOs even leased offices and paid for 10 to 15 years, as if they desired that the Northeast should be in perpetual turmoil. How true is this? Who is going to believe this now? No one. It amuses me that you are doing more than an NGO. I've said it before. If you are going to go into government because you want to serve, because you want to work, do you know that you're not going to be concerned about things like this? Come to think about it. You are given a duty, a very huge role to play, and you're allowing things that do not matter. That means you have time now. You're not even doing what you have gone there to do. That is what it means. That is what it is. You are given an assignment, and you're focusing on things that does not matter. Saying, I don't understand. So, if, for instance, you're given a job in let me say, you requested for a job in an organization, and they're giving that job, are you going to do that job, or you keep going to start giving, excuses? You should face your job. You should face your job. The federal government has a lot of things on its hands. Them coming out to say this now, to me, it means I don't even think they're even interested in saving the country. Nigeria is in crisis. There is no part of Nigeria that is not in crisis. So coming out to say this when there is so much crisis everywhere, it only tells us one thing, that you're not even looking after the state. They're always blaming someone for everything. Incompetent leaders. Okay. See, in fact, this is the first time this man has spoken something meaningful and understandable. Never thought of you will say everything something close to the truth like this. Is this the truth? Is this the truth? Ghana, federal government, they destabilize Nigeria. We need sane people in the country who are ready to speak the truth. Well, OBG actually came out as the former president of a country. He came outside to say that the country needs rebels. And I supported him, saying there are rebels that the country does. There are rebels that the country needs. Rebels that are going to come in and say enough is enough. Sacrificing merit on the altar of nepotism and favoritism, enough is enough. That is just it. Someone who is going to come out and say, for instance, now you go to an organization and people are lobbying for promotion. Promotion is supposed to be given based on what your work, your skill, your output in that organization. Or will I say your input as a person in the organization. And they are lobbying for it. Before you know it, they start giving cash gifts. Before you know it, they start doing all sort of things. Before you know it, even people from other departments who have 1 or 2 people in their departments, people they like, they start lobbying on behalf of that person. It is not supposed to be so. You come in as a person, maybe you are the head of that department. You rebel against that situation. You said, no, this cannot continue like this. You are the head of you are a contractor. You are given a contract. The contract is worth 4 million naira. And in that contract, in the documents, you asked to write you asked to write 15 to 20 or 25 million naira. You say no, you rebel against it. That rebellion will cost you something. No, you need tough and fierce people. That rebel might even cost you something. You might even lose that particular contract. You might lose it. But we need rebels like that will come out and say, you know what? Yes, you will take your contract away from me, no problem. But this will not continue. Why? Because you are a Nigerian. You know how the country is being in debt. You know how we are struggling to even do a lot of things. You are borrowing to sustain even some basic things in the country. And you know that it's not supposed to be so. You do what? You stand up against it. You're a rebel. You are just a rebel. And that should be it. This one said, what are you and Buhari doing? Doing to Nigeria? Destroy, right? Well, to me, I feel, should I come and be worried? People came out and rebelled against Twitter because Twitter, if Nigerians do not know it, or if the leaders do not know it, people make money on Twitter, and Twitter make money for Nigeria. For instance, that particular incident he used, this example he used, Twitter makes money from Nigerians in as well some people who their businesses, their life, when they call business, it is on Twitter they built it. That period that thing happened, do you know how many millions they lost? Some people have to start afresh. That is just it. Some people are now saying, okay, if I'm starting as fresh on Twitter, I will also continue on other social media platforms. So that if people cannot reach me through Twitter, they can reach out to me through other social media platforms. There is indeed. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.